Hey, what's going on to the best friends and family on YouTube? So this is Lightning Intercooler change part 2 and everything else that goes with it. Obviously, while I'm in here, I'll be doing everything I can. Good news is, great news is, all the spark plugs have been changed. And it was like I want to say a 6 out of 10 difficulty with the supercharger removed. I don't know how anyone does it with it on there, especially with number 4 back there and then number 8. Number 8's easy right now, but I can't imagine with the supercharger on. The thing that saved the day for me, though, played a big part in it, is I bought these off Amazon. I'll leave the description. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys. These were absolutely life changers when it comes to doing the plugs, because on this bank, they're angled really weird, so I had to go in with the spark plug like this, and then it would straighten out naturally going down the tube. If you had a straight, or even like a wobble extension, I'm fairly certain I wouldn't have been able to do this job as easy as I did. It took me about 40 minutes to do all 8, and like I said, number 4 was the absolute worst. This bank being the worst with the supercharger off. However, I am told it's easier this bank when the supercharger's on, obviously, because you got all that stuff in the way. So, good news is, spark plugs are changed, anti-seized and dielectric greased. They're ready to rock. I drain the coolant in the supercharger system. I have been told by someone on my previous videos here, that I should do the coolant hoses, and honestly, I couldn't even agree more. Like, not only are they just way too long and messy, but there's actually a guy out there who makes custom ones, and I'm hoping he gets back to me soon and I can buy them, because it's literally, take this and like a third it, because it just goes right into the fitting into the firewall here instead of wrapping around down over the valve cover. So that's cool. This thing's ready to come off. So I'm going to take this off. We're going to see the condition of it underneath. And yeah, let's check it out. All right, so she's out. I gave it a little bit of a cleanup. There's the turkey pan. I like to call it a lower pan. I don't know why people call it a turkey pan. I imagine because it could probably fit a turkey. That's just speculation, though. So there's a common part in this thing. Well, first of all, let's just address the elephant in the room. This thing is coated in oil. This is very common in these trucks. It's due to a piss poor PCV system on these things. Speaking of which, I've ordered 10 new PCV valves just because someone had a lot of them, and a lot of 10 online, and they were selling them for the price of 1. So I bought 10. That being said, they have a piss poor PCV system. This one on the right is a vent. The one on the left down there, you can see it, sort of. That's a PCV valve, and it is broken. I think mine is broken anyway. But all it does is puke oil into this thing. So we have to take matters into our own hands as owners and fix it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So this turkey pan will be getting blocked off. It'll be getting a major, major clean. I don't know where I'm going to be taking it to fit in a parts washer anywhere or a hot tank. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best. Yeah, so I got to clean that crud out, which is crazy. But I found the culprit. This is weird. It says Garrett. So, like, my question is, was this upgraded at one point? Or is this factory? Because it still says Ford, but yeah, I don't know, it's just so weird. Something all Allied Signal Automotive. So it must have been upgraded at some point. Allied Signal Automotive. I'll have to look that up. I suspect that this is aftermarket. It says Garrett on it. But I found the culprit. and it was covered in oil, and I wasn't really seeing any evidence of coolant, because when these things leak, they don't really like leak like a major leak. They just like, you know, slowly burn coolant into the cylinders, and you don't really see it anywhere. So, excuse me, right there, you can see that big crack. See that big crack from that corner to that corner. I'll flip this around and we'll see if it's anywhere else. But yeah, it was getting worse. So it's a good thing I took it off, but I'm very, very surprised that I have a Garrett intercooler. Now, this might be factory. From what I can tell, it doesn't really look like the factory ones, but I'm going to submit pictures and just see what everyone says. So let's flip this thing around. All right, so everything on here checks out. It is a factory intercooler. Looks like Garrett made them. This company was an automotive company of some sort. But anyway, it's kind of cool down there. It says like 98. I think it says December 28th, 98 that this was signed off on. So kind of cool. I'm glad that it's factory. Makes me feel a little bit more at ease seeing that that crack in there. Like that could be the casing too, but I'll have to dig a little more deep. It does look like water was sitting in the fins. It was leaking. There's just no way around it. But I just wanted to find the culprit. And to me, that looks... Where's the camera? That looks like a culprit to me. But maybe it would just open up just enough when it got hot. With all that compressed air that it would open up. I don't know. But she's out. I'm just cleaning it up here. Just using some degreaser and a nylon brush attachment on the drill and going to town, making it a lot nicer. It was like this here and back here, and I'm just, like I said, cleaning it up. Ideally, I do want to find a parts washer somewhere. I might just freaking go out and buy one and use it for this purpose alone and then sell it or something. I don't know. But because it needs to be done. Like I'm taking that thing out and it's going to look brand new going back in. That's just how I think, and that's just how I am. But there is something kind of, you know, like fun being out in the garage, listening to some tunes, cleaning your parts. All right, there she is, cleaned up a little bit anyway. No more dirt or mud on it really. I'll try to clean up a little more. But the goal here is not to get shrapnel everywhere, right? Like, so I want to do it with a plastic brush and not harm anything in the process. Now, there is little bits of those coating in there. Some people say just run it. Some people say don't. Really, the only issue with the rotors peeling is that it could clog up the intercooler, from what I understand. And mine's whatever, how many years old? 99, so 25 years old. There's not much in here. Most of it was caught in the oil. Now, like I said, I will be trying to fix and mitigate that problem. I'm only doing the passenger bank fix. I'm going to leave the drivers for now, so there still will be oil in there. But again, it's not ideal, and I get that. But I've already looked and tried to find a rotor kit for this thing, and they're so hard to find. There's so many variations. At some point, you know, it's almost better just to switch over to a Whipple, call it a day, or take these out and get them stripped. But that's a future Josh problem. The goal here is to get this back in the truck. Do that turkey pan mod. I got to clean that up, but I'm not even going to attempt it today because I have a wife and I'm still married and I'd like it that way. I should probably go spend some time with the wife. But the guy did get back to me on the heater core hoses, and he's like, yep, $140 US shipped. That's ouch, but I'm willing to pay for someone's expertise to clean it up and make it more reliable. So yeah, the only feat that I find from right this point on is getting that turkey pan off and cleaning it. Why am I calling it a turkey pan? I always thought that was dumb. It's a lower pan, for crying out loud. And then taking this out when the new one comes. It's on the way now. Like, if you look, there's only 12 bolts, really. Like, yeah, I got little ones here and there, but like this job consisted mainly of 12 bolts. It's just so much crap. Like, one thing I do gotta say, like, the Japanese cars do it way better as far as cleanliness goes, and like not running these dumb, silly looking nylon lines everywhere like that. Like, oh my goodness. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're enjoying this series of videos on my channel, and me digging into something. It's been a long time coming, and I am really enjoying it, just flicking on the tunes in the garage and going to town. It's been fun, and obviously we're not done yet. Everything so far has been going quite smooth, and I hope it remains that way. New gaskets are on the way, and they're paper, which I hate. These are metal, and I wanted metal. I could not find the metal ones. But yeah, steady as she goes, I guess, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Check out other videos on the channel, and subscribe if you like what you see. All right, everybody. Peace.